Alright, y'all, we are live on this beautiful, I don't even know what day it is. I'll be honest with you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, guys. And as usual, if we can get 1,000 likes during the first half an hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. Alright, I will share these juicy profits with y'all. Alright, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Henry. Yo. Shout out to Anon A. What is going on, my man? Yeah, it's good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. Back in action, guys. I was away for a little while, but now I'm back, and it's great to be back. Shout out to Mr. Swipe. Shout out to Gravy Train. How's the family there? Great. Praise God. All right. Praise God. Baruch Hashem. Shout out to the Bull King. Shout out to the Creekside Patriot. Shout out to Zach Yator. He says, "What's up, CC?" I guess that could mean Casper Crew, right? It means something different to me. Shout out to Crypto Crank. Had a great stream this morning with CryptoFace. Shout out to CryptoFace. Shout out to OG Blockchain. Yo, what is going on? Shout out to the Casper Crew and Crypto Incognito. Shout out to Ned L. Jico Celsiacila, who says, "Come on, Jay, you had enough vacation." Man, I never go on vacation, guys. This was a real vacation. I went on a real vacation, super last minute, too. All right, shout out to my man, Rabbi Eduardo. Okay, he said I should go. He said I should go. And I went. All right, shout out to Cyrus Crypto. He says, "Hello, ladies." Shout out to Pegless in the chat. I was feeding the chickens before the stream. That's why I was a bit late coming on in here, guys. Had some chicken keepers for me when I was away as well. Shout out to Russ. Jesus bless you. May Jesus bless you. May Jesus bless you. Shout out to Crypto Clown World in the chat. Shout out to Obi-Wan Bitcoin Obi. Shout out to Baker's Food. Recommendations on best VPN. Any VPN will do. There's better ones, worse ones. I don't know. Shout out to Aaron G. Good to see you, bro. Aaron G. What is going on? Nitish Singh. God bless you. Shout out to One With Nature. Shout out to Ping. Shout out to Simon G. And Gustav Munoz. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's smash up the likes straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle on the likes. Shout out to Teshid Crypto. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Aphrodite LJ. What is going on? What is going on? All right. Do I work out on vacation? Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I was very undisciplined this vacation. Alright, I ate whatever the heck I wanted to eat. And I did not really, there was no gym where I was. I had a couple dumbbells. You know, I'll show you guys an amazing body transformation I did. Let me show you guys. Shout out, smash up the likes for a body transformation, okay? This is me a couple days before I went on vacation. And this was me when I got in early this morning. Alright? So yeah, I wasn't very disciplined over the vacation. Did a transformation. But you know what? I'm going to get back to this and even better. And I'm going to make a video about it too. Alright? 2 weeks of crazy nothing can really take you off the rails, guys. Look at this bubble gut popping out. Oh my goodness. Sheesh, man. I can grab that thing. I haven't been able to grab my gut in a long time. But you know what? I haven't been on a vacation in a long time either, guys, and I don't regret anything. It's the best time of my life. One of them. All right, guys, let's get into this Bitcoin TA, guys. Let's get into the Bitcoin TA. All right, still getting back on the treadmill, guys. Got to work off the gut right now. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, so, guys, first of all, yeah, you know, right? Bitcoin's been pumping. You know what's so interesting is, over this vacation, I felt like, because you know, you guys who know the channel, you know I'm not into the flashy stuff. I'm not into living a luxurious lifestyle. I'm a homesteader, all this stuff, right? But this vacation that I took, I really felt like I was living that stereotypical crypto lifestyle, where I'm doing nothing, and every day I open up my dang trades, and I can't believe how much I'm in profit, right? So we're going to be getting into the Bitcoin price action. All right. Which month is the baby? Baby will be born every single day for the next few days when I use the bathroom until eventually I'll go back to normal. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's get into this juicy Bitcoin price action. Now, guys, I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. Now, first of all, I do have to say, I am actually in a short right now that I took today. Let's check it out. I've been flopping and groping a little bit here with the short trades. I want to show you guys my closed P&L here, because if you guys have been following me going back to the short that I took on January 11th, gave the setup in advance, took it live during the New York Open live stream, right? I locked in 10K on the trade. And then guess what? I locked in another 4,500 on the trade as we were starting to pump to the upside. So on February 8th, I said, you know what? Let me de-risk. I closed out $50,000 from the trade, 1.5 Bitcoin, so a little bit more than 50K on the trade, locked it in, right? And then that trade got stopped out, right? Trade got stopped out at the entry for a stop. Okay? Then I tried to short 50,800, ended up taking a $4,000 loss on that, right? So I locked in, after I got 10K, I locked in the 4K extra. I gave it all right back, okay? So that short from the golden pocket, you know, a little flop and grope there. I took that short trade. I shouldn't have taken it. I was like on the road at a rest stop when I took it. All right, bad mistake. Took the loss, but it's a calculated risk, okay? I said to myself, I locked in an extra 4K that I wasn't going to lock in, so I have 4K playing room. Gave it all back like an idiot. And then now, today, I've been kind of just shorting this little range a little bit here. I took a few trades today. This is all shorting, by the way. This is all shorting. So I've shorted. I gave back the 4K, but I've already made 1,700 of it back, right? So I'm still shorting all this stuff, still in profit. Of course, got the longs open, right? So let's talk about this Bitcoin range right here. Let's talk about what I'm looking at right now, because I do think we're coming up to some interesting areas of resistance. Very, very, very important areas of resistance. And by the way, guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I'm trading right now on ZoomX. Links in the description. I'm also trading on MEXC. MEXC right now, best fees in the game. MEXC, they went back to 0% limit order fees, 0.01% market order fees. And so, yeah, you could scalp now the 5-second time frame and all that crazy stuff that we do in the Casper crew, like scalping the low time frames. And of course, guys, we got the Casper crew. If you want to join, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Join the community where we have a beginner's course and a thriving community and a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. We got a whole bunch of courses, educational content on the website as well. Okay, so here we are, the Bitcoin price. Now, we are at an area of resistance, kind of, right? We have this blue candle from December 2021, where we kind of basically did a liquidity grab of this last high that we made in early December 2021. And we are currently right now kind of at that level. But I want to look more at the macro, because Bitcoin has made history. Bitcoin has done something that Bitcoin has never done before, all right? Bitcoin has done something that Bitcoin has never done before. Let's take a look. You guys were probably sick and tired of me talking about the pattern that Bitcoin has been doing since the beginning, since Satoshi Nakamoto wrote the white paper and said, you know what, I'm going to create this thing called Bitcoin to give a good old finger to the Federal Reserve and all those banks doing all their bankly things that banks do. We don't have to get into the details. We don't want to get shadow banned. But the pattern is, after the bull market, Bitcoin rejects from the key fib level. And during the bull market, we form a green line of support. That is support during the bull market, resistance during the bear market, and then when we break out, we reject from the key fib level to retest the green support. The white line equals a halving, and then boom, we enter into the bull market where the gains are euphoric. Absolutely amazing. And then we see the pattern repeat again back here in the year 2016, where we establish a support right here in the bull market. It's resistance in the bear market. We break out. We reject from the key Fibonacci 618 level, bam, to retest the green line. Right around the halving time, boom, into the bull market. And we saw it happen again here in 2019. And I have been trading my thesis, which is we are going to get a similar rejection from the golden pocket, which is why I took the short right here. And it was a nice short, right? We made money on the short, right? People are always so funny in the YouTube comments. How's the short now? Well, it's closed and we made money. So like, I don't know what else to say. Okay. But yeah, we took the short trade. It was a nice move. I mean, look at this. It was a 17% move. Nothing to scoff at. But Bitcoin is now making a higher high, and we are breaking out above the Fibonacci golden pocket retest that we have rejected from every single other time. All right? This is crazy. Why is this crazy? Because we know the 618 Fibonacci indeed is my high school crush. Her name is 6Juanita. And my whole life, I've had a crush on this chick, and every time I've asked her out on a date, she's rejected me. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face. She left me high and dry all alone. I thought we would get matching Ben coin tattoos and live happily ever after. But no, she rejected me every single time. Here's a picture of the rejection. Oof, 17% move to the downside. Now, this is the first time that 6Juanita has actually said yes to our, I don't know, maybe because we're in our 30s now, and she realizes that maybe she does want a nice guy like Jay Casper. Maybe she does want to settle down with a nice guy and have a family. Maybe she's not trying to chase after those bad boys anymore. Okay? But this is pretty crazy. This is a historic moment for Bitcoin. We've come above this golden pocket. The halving is, I mean, this, I have it to the end of April, but now they're saying it's going to be a little bit closer. So the halving maybe just a few weeks away here. And we are above the golden pocket. Now, again, people, you know, I will admit that I was wrong on my thesis. I was wrong. I was going based on the data I had available to me, and I was absolutely wrong. We did not reject from the golden pocket. So what is going to happen to Bitcoin right now? Well, first of all, I do think it's very important that we understand that essentially, as long as things are maintaining bullish, and as long as we're holding what used to be key resistance as support, we can look for higher prices. So for me right now, a major line in the sand is going to be somewhere around this area right here, where we have that golden pocket, we have that previous support resistance split. If we start to lose this, we can look at this as a fake out. Now, I'm not trying to be bearish here. I'm not trying to be bullish, but we cannot let the emotions get to the best of us when we are trading the price action, right? We cannot. We have to just let the chart be what it is, which is why, like, once we reclaimed $40,700 right down here, right? Once we reclaimed this level down here, I said, well, it's time to long. Because it was a fake out, right? We had a fake out. We had a bullish close above. We had bullish signs on the chart. We got a retest. We reclaimed key levels. I said, okay, it's time to look for a long trade, which is, you know, the long trade that we gave in the Casper crew. So when we were going over our trading plan, reclaim of $40,700, a reclaim and a retest, I would look to long up to 44, 45K, which we did do. Of course, we're a little bit higher than 45K now. Okay, but we need to keep in mind that we could just literally see the opposite of what we saw down here, because the time is still the time where we tend to get a pullback. So I'm not saying that I'm bearish, because we're going to look at market Cipher and stuff, and we're going to get an idea of like what the environment is, but we cannot just be overly bullish all the time, because it can get a little bit dangerous. So we need to entertain multiple scenarios at the same time in our mind. Okay, so here we are. This is the range that we've traded. Now I'm using the Bybit chart because I like Bybit, right? And by the way, guys, we got about 1,300 people in here, about 300 likes. We have 10 minutes. If everybody can like the video in the next 10 minutes, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right, what a juicy giveaway. So this is the range right here. This is everything since the very beginning of 2021, pretty much the last major bull market, right? And we are well above this POC. So what we've seen happen right here, right now, the probabilities say that it's more likely that we're going to get a move up to around that $56,000 level, which is the next major volume level that we have for Bitcoin. And we could say that between 56 and 57, because we have a value area high and we have a very high volume node at $57,300. So really, for me, the next major take profits on the long trades that I am in are going to be right around this area. So let me see. Yeah. So I've got, actually, I'll be honest with you guys, all right? Just like when I was short from the golden pocket and I had take profits all the way down to like 10K just in case. Now I've literally got the same thing right now for these long trades that I'm in. Okay, I've got take profits up to the highs, all right? Because who knows? This has been very, very bullish. Things have looked very, very bullish. And I'm going to take a look right now at Market Cipher, because before I left, if you guys were watching the stream, I was looking at the 4-day on Market Cipher B. And I was saying, as much as I want to be bearish right now, before I left, this was printing right here. This signal right here was printing. I said, guys, as much as I want to be bearish, because I am short from the golden pocket, from the exact top, this pattern right here on Market Cipher B is extremely bullish when you are seeing the money flow increase and you are seeing a trigger wave printing about to confirm. This is going to give us a big move to the upside. And my case for that was, at the time, you know, on the 4-hour Market Cipher B, we had been watching this, right? This was now going back to, let's see here. This was going back to around that, no, this was before right here, right? Was this the place? Hang on. I'm flopping and groping right now because I don't remember what we were looking at here. What were we looking at? I think it was something like this. There was something on the 4-hour time frame that looked exactly like how the 4-day time frame was looking, and it gave us like a 12% move to the upside. But it took some time, and I'm like, things are not looking as bearish as I want them to look. And I was expecting now to squeeze up to around 50K to potentially put in a double top. But we have now broken out of that. And let's take a look at the monthly. Monthly Market Cipher B definitely still has more room to the upside here. If we take a look at Coinbase, money flow continues to get thicker. The VWAP is not really pointing downward. It's kind of horizontal, and the momentum wave has more room to the upside. We take a look at the 2-week. We are printing a green dot. It's confirmed. Is it confirmed? It's not confirmed yet. But honestly, the momentum wave itself is higher than the previous momentum wave on the weekly time frame. Look at this. Look at this money flow. It's very, very bullish looking. This is not bearish. As much as I want it to be bearish, this is simply just not bearish looking. We look at the 4-day, money flow continuing to get thick. This VWAP is starting to point down, but there are instances where VWAP can point down and then it can continue to come back up, right? On the daily time frame, we were printing and still are printing these bearish divergences, but look at the money flow right now. Look at the momentum wave, reluctant to print that red dot. All right, it's very interesting stuff. Now, again, I'm not trying to be a super bull here, guys. Okay, I'm really not. I'm not. But the chart to me is looking very, very bullish. Even if we go to the 4-hour time frame right now, we're getting bearish divergences, but look at the money flow. This is not showing me a massive top signal, right? Like this right here looks way better to me than how we look right now. Right? This looked way better to me than how we looked right now. We had that bearish divergences coming over time, money flow getting lower over time, and we had the momentum waves locally giving us money flow and momentum getting lower over time as the price was getting higher, right? Giving us that upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, right? Where Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs and money flow is both getting lower as the price is getting higher into the 618, right? So it looked really nice back here, but now things are just starting to look more and more bullish. So for me, this is why, as far as like shorting goes, yeah, there's plenty of opportunities to take scalp trades or whatever. right? But as far as looking for that swing trade, it just does not look. It does not look like that to me right now. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be honest. So, yeah, I still expect higher prices, and my next major target for Bitcoin is going to be that 56-ish thousand dollar level, because we are just simply trading the sideways range, and the next major target is going to be that $56,000 level. Now, if we reclaim 56K, we're going to see a new high. We're going to see a new all-time high. We are going to see a new all-time high. You know, and here's the thing, like, I know a lot of people have a lot of emotions when it comes to trading Bitcoin. I myself have my views of what I think is going to happen, the timing that I think it will happen in. But the one thing that we really need to just keep in mind here is, you know, we just have to do what the chart is telling us is going to happen next. So as long as things keep looking bullish here, you know, look for those longs on retests. Add to your longs. I mean, I've added a lot to my longs, and I'm letting them ride, but I'm always looking for those areas where I could get into a short trade, you know? Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We've got about 1,400 people in here. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. All right. Can I turn off my video? It's distracting. I can't, no distraction. I'm sorry, man. I can't. This channel, all right, we are here to get our cardio in. We are here to walk on the treadmill. If you don't like it, I would say there's a lot of other channels out there you can watch, but unfortunately, I am having influence on the crypto TA space, where I'm pretty sure Toros Crypto has a treadmill, Trader Geo has a treadmill, Tom Crown has a treadmill. All right, Sam Price still has no treadmill. We got to get him in. We got to get Sam Price a treadmill. Shout out to Sam Price. Dude needs a treadmill. All right, it's gonna be hard to walk in a shirt. So yeah, macro perspective. We got 3 minutes, guys. If everyone likes the video in 3 minutes, we will be giving away $1,000. Macro perspective on Bitcoin right now is simply this, guys. The next area where I would look for a short is going to be between, there's a few different levels in here, okay, but in general, this space is pretty key resistance. We have the value area high of the more macro range, and then we also have the value area high of a more local range like this, coming in right above that. So that's the next area I will be looking for shorting, and if I don't see very bearish divergences at these levels, I expect a new high to come in, and it could even happen before the halving, right? Apparently this Bitcoin ETF is money is flowing into Bitcoin right now, and the chart is looking bullish. And yeah, so until that happens, until we see some bearish signs here, I am looking for higher prices. And so for me right now, a major line of sand is going to be 47,300, because that is like the POC of the range. So essentially, guys, if we do start to come back in here, I would look for a short like this. I would look for a short like this. And then I would still say, okay, we could come down back to our key level, $30,000. Again, look, people throw numbers out. And people that don't understand TA, you know, they don't know why people throw certain numbers out. But let's just take away all the noise. And let's just look at this, okay? If we lose the POC, we can shoot for 30K, because that's just the next level of support. As long as we're above POC, we can shoot for 57K, 56K, because that's just the next area of resistance, right? It doesn't matter what time frame we're on. The number seems so extreme because we're on the weekly time frame right now. But, you know, if the chart starts to do something like this, bearish backtest, yeah, I would still say I'm not just going to throw out 12 years of Bitcoin history with a major pullback right around the time of the halving. I'm not just going to throw that out and say screw it and capitulate to being ultra bullish, right? I'm not going to just do that, because if we do start to see something like this happen, then we have an opportunity once again to get in. But until we lose this POC, I am expecting higher prices, right? 47,300. That's going to be the key level where I will expect higher prices. We do have some other levels here to be aware of, like, for example, we had this weekly order block right down here. at about 50,800, right? So this is also going to be a key level where either we can look for a bounce, or we can actually look for potentially losing it and shorting. Because actually, if we take a look at this, right, 50,700, 50,800, what do we have right here? We have a lot of liquidity that's actually being built up under these lows. And so what does that mean? It means we could have a liquidity grab to back test what used to be resistance, now as support. This is going to be an important level. This could actually be a pretty nice long entry, in my opinion, the back test of this level to shoot for a new high, right? Because when did we break out above this? Wednesday? Yeah, we could grab all the liquidity that's been trading here, people trailing their stop losses under these lows. This is actually a nice looking setup right here. And contrarily, this is a key level where if we lose it, right, then we can look to short it down lower. Now, again, I'm not trying to get overly bearish when I'm talking about shorting Bitcoin, guys, but you have to understand, like, I know a lot of people coming in are new to crypto. Like, I'm a trader. That's what I do. I trade. So, like, if there's an opportunity to make money on the short side, I will take it. It doesn't mean I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I have lots of Bitcoin on spot. I came home to my spot portfolio up insane amounts. It's crazy. So I'm holding Bitcoin. I'm stacking Bitcoin. That doesn't mean I'm not going to short Bitcoin. If I see an opportunity to short Bitcoin, I'm short on Bitcoin right now as well. And let's talk about, like, why did I even take this short trade in the first place? All right, shout out to the super chats. All right, I'm gonna shout you guys out in a minute. All right, shout out to the super chats in the house. Why did I take this trade in the first place? Well, we were forming a little bit of a range here, and essentially what happened was we did a liquidity grab of the highs, right? We did a liquidity grab of the highs. So let's go down to a lower time frame here. We got a CDW. We had this candle right here, this high. Now, again, whenever you are trading, right? Take notes, y'all. If you're new to this, I'm about to give you the secret to finding good trade entries no matter what happens, right? Whenever we are trading and price gets a big breakout, a big move, right? This is where, a lot of people long here, right? Which works sometimes. It would work this time. But it's not really what we should be doing, right? We wait for the range to form. What we do is we mark out the range lows. We mark out where did Bitcoin make that first low, right? Then we keep our eyes on where's the high of that range, right? So first our high of the range was here. Then it moved up to here. Then it moved up to here, right? When we take the highs of a range, as we did right here, where we built up some liquidity over time, we made that high once, we made that high twice, we made it 3-4 times right here. When you get a move to the upside and then a move back down yonder, and you are seeing bearish divergences on market Cipher B, where the money flow is getting lower over time like this, and the momentum weights are getting lower like this, giving us the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boo pattern like this, that means we can say, you know what? We are getting a fake out of that range high. We could look for a move back down to the range low, or potentially lower, potentially a breakdown of the range. Okay, so look at this. We got that move, and then we actually saw the Bitcoin price come down and take out this last low, right? So we saw the fake out, we saw it make a lower low, and then we made a lower high right into none other than the Fibonacci golden pocket. Would you look at that? And so this, when you see those bearish divs, and then you get another move back up into the Fibonacci golden pocket like that, that is where I took the trade. If we go down to the lower time frames, look at this. As we hit into the golden pocket, we are seeing continuation pattern here. After seeing the bearish divergences on those higher time frames, we're seeing the momentum get lower. We are seeing the money flow also get lower. And so it allowed me to get into a short trade from that area, right? So this is how I got into the short trade. It's not because I'm bearish on Bitcoin. It's because I saw a setup and I took the setup. And guys, it's not a hard setup either, because I literally took it at the gym. Figured, you know what? It's worth the setup. It's worth the short. It's worth the short. Okay, so we are up right now. $2,500 unrealized, $1,700 realized. Still holding the longs. Okay. And my next major target on this short trade, guys, is going to be 51,000. And the reason why is because this is where, actually, you know what? Yeah, right around 51,000, because 51,000, this is where that liquidity grab of the lows are going to be, right? So we built up some liquidity for the highs, right? We grabbed that liquidity. Now we're back in the range. And we know we got a lot of stop losses under here, so why don't we just go grab that liquidity from the lows where we can hit a target of the short, potentially even enter into a long trade right from down there, right? So that's how I got into that short trade. That's why I took the short trade. And I've already locked in a guaranteed profit. So even if it gets stopped out now, guys, guaranteed winning trade. All right. See, people say even World War III wouldn't cause 30K. Like, who knows? We can't know, right? We cannot know. Crypto Ka. He told us all 39K. All right, Crypto Ka, man, you were right, bro. Shout out to Crypto Ka. He was right. He was right. I was wrong. Jason Casper was wrong. But here's the thing, guys. You know, excuse me. Hang on, I got some sparkling water here from my own well. This is something that took me a long time to learn. You have to trade in a way so that even if you're wrong, you're still making money, right? You have to learn how to trade in a way where even if you're wrong, you're still making money. When I first started trading, I thought that I had to know for certain where the market was going to go to make money. That's not true. You can have an idea, and you can trade your ideas, and you can be biased towards your ideas. And your ideas, if right, should be making you more money than if your ideas are wrong, right? But you have to learn how to trade in a way where even if you're wrong, you're still making money. So for me, I was bearish since January 11th. Okay, I shorted Bitcoin. I was expecting 30K, but when I saw long trades, I took them, right? And so I have made so much money while being wrong about Bitcoin coming lower, and I still made money on the shorts, right? I still made money on the short trades. So like, you know, I'm up 11K shorting Bitcoin, even though I was wrong. And then I'm up a lot on these long trades, even though I was wrong. So, you know, the thing is, you have to learn how to take a setup when it comes. Just take the setup because you see a setup. And then once that setup is in profit, you take some profit off the table, let the rest ride. Then you can be right even when you're wrong. And it really helps psychologically as well. Because sometimes if you like get your mind in a place where you're like, price has to do this, then you are not going to be taking the trades you should take. You're going to be taking the trades you shouldn't take, right? Like if I was only bearish this whole time, right? This is my original short right here that I still have in the chart. If I was only bearish this whole time, man, I would have gotten wrecked. I would have tried to trade. I would have tried to short all this, getting wrecked, instead of just acknowledging, okay, yeah, I was wrong, but I'm willing to change my perspective right now. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm just a guy with a plunger on the face, guys. I'm just a guy with a plunger on the face and a plunger on the face and a big old gut. Look at this thing. Look at that big old gut I've got, man. Look at that bloated face. Ugh, man. Sheesh. This is not financial advice, guys. It's not financial advice. If you follow this channel, it will ruin your physique. You will go from this to this in 2 weeks. All right? This is a one-way ticket to getting fat if you're following my channel, all right? By the way, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys, because we are very close to 200,000 subscribers. We are so close to 200,000 subscribers. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. All right, we're headed to 62K. We very well may, James Rock. In fact, let's pull while we're pulling fibs. All right, while we're pulling fibs, let's go to the daily. While we're pulling fibs here, actually, hang on. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. I'm sorry, guys. There's one last major fib level that we do need to be aware of right now. Okay. And then we'll take a look at some other assets. I want to look at Ethereum. I want to look at some of these altcoins because I've not looked at the stock market. I've not looked at altcoins since I've been gone. All right, next major fib target, 786. Yeah, 57K. That's looking pretty nice. 62K. Do we have anything there? Let's take a look. We don't really, man. Like, if we're gonna reclaim the value area high of this range, I would expect a new all-time high. That's what makes the most sense. Yeah, if we're gonna reclaim this box, we're going higher than 62K because there's nothing else above. There's nothing else above. This Bitcoin cycle is unlike the last. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane, guys. All right, shout out to all the super chatters in the house. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. A huge shout out to Call Sign RX. He says, "How does the treadmill feel?" Man, it feels good. All right, shout out to 2 Korean men. Love you, Jason. Bless up. Everyone like the stream. Yeah, treadmill feels real good to be back on the treadmill, guys. You know, it's been a while. It's been a real while since I was on this treadmill. And shout out to Dr. Blocks in the chat, man. What is going on, Dr. Blocks? God bless you. Yeah, then we're gonna take a look at some other assets as well. We're gonna take a look at some other assets as well. Yeah, it feels good to be back on the treadmill, guys. You know, I'll be honest, like, when I was away, I didn't do much movement at all. Like, my body was in total shock being away, because I'm used to, like, walking, like, 20,000 steps a day, lifting heavy weights. Then all of a sudden, for 2 weeks, I did nothing except eat. Like, probably more than I usually eat. Definitely more. And a lot of it wasn't very healthy either because, well, I wasn't at the homestead, guys. I was eating that standard American stuff. The kind that, you know, makes you get a gut. So, that's why I got the gut, y'all. Alright. Shout out to MG Crypto. Shout out to Chris D. Chris D wants a freestyle. Alright, shout out to Aaron G. Look at EOS. Yeah, we can take a look at EOS. I'll look at the dollar. I'll look at Ethereum. Does it make sense to open a short right now? You know, I just made a video about this recently. Check out the video I did just recently. Right here. Let's go to YouTube.com. Yeah, alright guys, check out this video. It's called "This Changed Everything, Understanding Risk to Reward." This will answer your question, right? This will answer your question. Apparently though, this doesn't work. That you are not going to be. Oh yeah, here we go. I always get questions from people. Jay, is this a good place to long? Is this a good place to short? Boom, watch this video, alright? Watch this video, it'll answer your question. Right, alright. Okay, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin price here. Again, guys, I am looking for higher prices on the macro, the local, the micro. I would like to come down to this key support that we have down here at 51K. Stop out all these guys that have longed and basically come down for a support resistance flip right around this area. So this area, I am actually going to be looking for a Bitcoin long. Or if we lose the area, like this, we could see lower prices, right? But overall, things definitely look super bullish, I would say, overall. AZTV says max upside I see is 58 to 61. Why is that key support? That is key support because that's where all the stop losses are, and it's a level that we had that we broke out, pretty much ignoring it. So we had like a very high volume node right here. We had a weekly order block right here, and price ignored it. Price just went whoop. And typically when that happens, the level is still significant, and you should keep it on your chart for either a back test or a giant like Bart Simpson scenario, right? So this right here is very key for Bitcoin. This is either where we bounce, stop out all these late longers, right? Liquidity grab, over leverage, stop them out, bounce, or we see an actual change of market structure here. We put in a lower low, and then that just kind of continues, right? So that's going to be a very, very key zone, 51K. That's why it's a key level. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at some other assets here. Let's take a look at ETH. I haven't looked at ETH. I haven't looked at anything. All right. What are the chances to see 31K? I definitely believe we will see a $31,000 Bitcoin again. If not now, then during the next bear market. Shout out to Ron Vijay who watched the videos. Black says short now or cry later. Look, guys, only take a trade if you actually have a plan to take a trade. If you don't have a plan to take a trade, don't take a trade, all right? Oh, wow. Okay, so this is ETH, guys. ETH is literally front-running the 0.5 Fibonacci pull from the bull market high to the bear market low. Let's just make sure we have this thing correct on the chart, because maybe we tapped into it. All right, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so that actual level is 28.76. Man, ETH just front ran the 0.5 Fibonacci. I will say this, guys. Front running levels like this is very bullish, right? When the price comes very, very close to a level and then front runs, that is bullish. And the context for ETH is, yeah, we're still breaking out of this ascending triangle right here. And the target of this triangle is going to be... That's crazy. Yeah, I'd say our first major target is going to be the 618 at around $3,300. That's going to be our first major target. We are above POC of the range right now, just like we are for Bitcoin on ETH. So this is the previous bull market range that we have over here. We're above that POC. The next major target, guys, is going to be $3,300 Ethereum. We could totally see that. Look at the weekly time frame, about to confirm another green dot, money flow getting thicker. This is crazy. We have had a breakout of this triangle. We've had a really nice looking retest. And after we made the retest, we have continued with bullish market structure. So let's just look at the chart. Market structure is king right now. We have gotten the breakout of the triangle, right? And then we got the retest of that key value area high. We made a higher high, we made a higher low, now we made another higher high. This is bullish market structure right here. And the market cipher is also looking bullish on the weekly. Let's take a look at the 2-week. Look at the 2-week VWAP. Looks like she wants to play a game of red dot, green dot, right? Where we're reluctant to confirm that bearish dot and we just keep on going higher. Let's take a look at the 4-day. Now, to me, this looks bullish. The 4-day, look at the money flow coming up like this. Even the VWAP line is getting higher. This yellow line is getting higher over time. And look at the momentum wave. There's plenty of room for more upside here. right? Doesn't mean we can't get flash crashes and pullbacks, but overall, these high time frames are still bullish. Shout out to ANAN. Can we look at People Coin? Thank you so much for the super chat. A huge shout out to AN_AN. Yes, we can do. We could look at people. All right, let's take a look at the daily. Look at that money flow, man. This does not look very bearish. I know what people are saying, right? The money flow is coming down over time. Yes, but man, we just crossed into the purple for a little bit. It acted as really nice support. Money flow right now is continuing to get thicker. This momentum wave, reluctant to close. It looks like we have a few more days even before we get that top. So it's very, very interesting times, guys. Very, very interesting times for ETH. Now, let's zoom into a lower time frame. Let's talk about local stuff. We are seeing some local bearish divergences start to form here on ETH. We are holding market structure right here. But just like we're starting to form some liquidity underneath these lows, which basically means that we have a very key support resistance flip right here. Hang on, what the heck? Something happened with my mic. Hang on. Do we still have audio? Check, check. Check, check! Check, check, check! Yeah, we good, we good, we good, we good. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so ETH, look at this. Locally right now, guys, just like for Bitcoin, I would say the key level to be aware of on Ethereum is going to be 2730. Right? Take these lows. We could also look just to take these lows here at 2760, but definitely 2730 looks juicier. Let's pull a fib. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So for me on ETH right now, locally, let's take those lows into the support resistance flip and shoot for at least the 0.5 fib. And the 0.5 fib is 2875. But this is definitely, just based on the market structure, this is the setup I would be looking for right here on ETH. Right? Stop out all these guys who have longed after the breakout. It's not guaranteed to happen, right? But here's the thing, when we come to the charts, when we're looking for a plan, right, we have to ask ourselves, what's the juiciest trade setup out there, right? When we're coming up with our trading plans, we want to be like, what's juicy? What's high probability? What's good risk reward? And right now, this is high probability. This is juicy. This is good risk reward because we are in a bullish trend. We have liquidity that can be taken below these lows. And so a move down into this area here is where we want to look to buy, look to long that Ethereum, because we know in an uptrend, this is going to be very, very key support right down here. And we know our target is going to be around $3,000 Ethereum. I mean, that's just a nice next psychological level. The fact that we front run the 0.5 Fibonacci without tapping into it tells me the next time we come to it, we're going to do this. We're going to break out. Guaranteed to happen? No. Financial advice? No. Just the guy with the plunger on the face. All right. Follow my channel. Again, you'll go from this to this in 2 weeks. From that to this. It'll ruin everything that you've been working for. You know, working real hard, being real disciplined, gone in 2 weeks because you listened to a guy with a plunger on the face. All right. Let's see here. Solana. Yeah, let's check out Solana. And we got to check out People Coin. Lloyd says we will never see 51K again. Man, that is a bold claim, man. That is a bold claim. Do I like Solana? Yes, I like it. I mean, I have a lot. I have a lot of Solana on spot. I got a lot on spot. I bought it in November 2022. Let's check out Sol. Let's check out Sol. Yeah, I hold a lot of Sol on spot. I have not sold any of my spots, so me and my wife went on a crazy crypto shopping spree after FTX went down, so, you know, when did FTX go down? It was November. Yeah, so I bought a lot right around here, I think. Right around this area. So I bought a lot of Solana. Yeah, Sol very, very bullish. I mean, we've had a major breakout here. So really, like, you know, what's tough for me, guys, is like, where would I buy Solana now? Right? You could just buy the dips, right? For me, once we're in ultra bull mode, like, which I consider we are now, this close to the halving, for me, buying things, you want to buy the big green dots, honestly, on the daily, below that 60 line. When we get these, those are the ones you want to buy. If we get a crash here, if we do get a pullback here, and Sol gives us a dot lower than this one, man, that's a good buying opportunity. That is a good buying opportunity. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the volume here. We'll do everything that we've done for Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's insane. Is that not insane, guys? That we are like in low volume territory here. Look at this massive volume node. $20 Solana. Let's pull a fib here. Man. Man. I mean, it's so easy to see things in hindsight, but we gotta check out People Coin. People Coin. All right, for my man with the super chat. Wow. So People Coin. Look at that breakout right here. Let's check out the weekly time frame. Check out the week. Yeah, so we got a massive pump, and I would consider this a very, very bullish looking chart. Okay, I don't know anything about people, guys. I'm a technical trader. I'm not a fundamental trader. This could be a rug pull, Ponzi scam, and I wouldn't know it. But if I'm gonna look at the chart here, all right, I see this very ugly downward sloping channel that we have broken out of with a bullish, massively bullish engulfing candle, taking out all these highs, okay? So we have changed now market structure, right? So the context of this is we have come down, we've got a very bullish divergence on the weekly, left cheek, right cheek, the uneven butt cheek pattern, okay? We've got the juicy left cheek, full of ravioli, full of gravy. We've got the right cheek over here, nice and skinny, coming out like that skinny old waitress at the diner. You know, she's got like a short haircut, and she smokes so many cigarettes, she kind of talks like this with the Brooklyn accent. And, you know, hey, Dolores, get over here, this guy needs another cup of coffee. She coming out here smoking the cigarette, take a look at the gluteus maximi over here. Right, we got that big old left butt cheek, the skinny old right butt cheek, and the tip money that the customers give her goes right in the right cheek. That's exactly what we got right over here. All right. Then we've changed market structure after getting that bottom signal. And now we have ourselves money flow curving to the upside. I would say the next green dot on people is going to give us a powerful move to the upside on the weekly time frame. Will give us a powerful move. If we can do something, I'd say this is a bull flag here. That's how I would look at this thing. Let's pull a fib. Oh man. We've already hit the key levels here. So, let's pull the volume. Let's see if we can find something juicy here. Oh yeah, I see it, guys. So this right here, right? Let's say we come down, make another low into that 22 cent area. If the daily time frame is doing this, giving us a bullish div as the weekly's giving us that next green dot, this is the key level right here on people. And the target, well, let's see. I mean, I don't know how far back this chart goes, but yeah, definitely another high. Definitely at least to 10 cents, I'd say. At least. I would be looking at something like this. That's a beautiful risk to reward ratio, guys. Right? That's like a 25x on your investment right there. If we hit that level, which is basically, yeah, the target of this this resistance right here. That's like a 25x on your investment right there. Assuming, you know, you're risking 13% stop loss for a 385% move. Risking 13% for 385%. That could be really nice right there if we get that, you know. Shout out to John Ploney. All right. Bitcoin's going to move in the next 3 minutes. All right. Shout out to Pure Blood. Is Bitcoin going to pump or dump in the next 3 minutes? Pump or dump in the next 3? Let me know. Pure Blood, I want to know so I can be prepared. I hope it pumps, baby. Let's hit some of these TPs. We will never see a 10K Bitcoin. That may be true. Shout out to Crypto J. Is there any way to lower ZoomX fees? Unfortunately, there's not on ZoomX. Well, right now, MEXC's got back to their 0% limit fees. I really like ZoomX because the levels are respected just like the Bybit levels here, so. All right. Let me just double check to see if we got any super chats in the house. All right. Shout out to everybody who super chatted, man. You guys are the absolute best. MEXC didn't like your email. Shout out to Jesse. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Why didn't I post this trade in the VIP Discord? It's just a scalp trade that I took. It wasn't a major setup, to be honest with you. I mostly just post my major trading setups in there. All right, let's check it out. Selling pressure absorption formed on Bitcoin right now. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. All right. I don't really see anything bullish or bearish necessarily about this. In general, I'd say this looks like a healthy move to the upside. This looks like a really healthy move to the upside. We're seeing an increase of open interest. We're seeing an increase of CBD. It shows that the bulls are in control. I don't see any kind of bearish divergences here locally. This happened on like a decrease of OI. CBD getting lower as price is getting lower. CBD getting higher as price is getting higher. It's just like consolidation here. I don't know, are you on a very low time frame? Let's check it out. I don't really see anything that's making me jump for joy, but you know what? What do I know? Just a plunger on the head kind of guy. We have a bullish div. I don't really see it, but you know what? You guys are scalping the 5-second over here. I'm just chilling on the higher time frames. Yeah, let's shout out to RNG. Let's take a look at the stock market. I have not looked at the stock market or the dollar since like 2 weeks ago. So let's see, how's that stuff even doing right now? You know, I'll be honest with you guys. These are not the markets I expected to come home to. These are not the markets I expected to come home to. But it is what it is. Did SPX ever hit the high? Let's check it out. Wow. Man. So SPX has made a new all-time high. I guess it did that a while ago, definitely before I even left, but I haven't been paying attention. Man, that's crazy. So we have some bearish divergences forming here on the weekly. In fact, overall, I would say that on these higher time frames, the SPX, you could definitely make a bearish case right now. You could definitely make a bearish case. Things are looking, honestly, like more bearish now than they were looking back here when we got the major pullback in 2022. Right? You could make that case. We have no real resistances above us, but at the for me, it really is as simple as if we lose the old high, that's when I will start to get bearish on SPX. Right? We need to lose 48.18 before I start to look for lower prices, and until then, I'd say there's really no reason to get bearish on it based on this bullish market structure. We've got bearish divergences here. What makes it tough for me is, you know, I don't have a level to short. And I don't have a level to short. The only way I could possibly get a level to short on this is if we start to get some kind of a market structure change. Right? So for me, I just say bullish until it's not. So when is it not? I say at least taking out 46.60 to make a lower low. And then I would look to short in the back test. If I was looking for a short on SPX, this would be the one I would look for. Right? Are we going to get that? I'm not saying we're going to get that. I'm just saying if I had to look for a short trade, that's the one I would look for. That's the only thing I would be interested in shorting on this. Let's go to a lower time frame. All right, let's talk about longs on this thing. Oh, wow. So for me right now, it's just like Bitcoin and the others. I mean, if we come back down to test that all-time high, that previous all-time high, you know, take out all this liquidity that we have down here. In fact, do we have a gap? Hang on. Yeah, we even have a gap that was never filled. So yeah, I would say like for this thing, given the fact that things look so bullish, if we get a retest right now of this, and we hold support, we don't take out the low, this would be a nice back test area right here for continuing with this bull trend. Let's check out the dollar. Wow, this is quite interesting. Man, this is so interesting, guys, because like I have been using the dollar and historic Bitcoin cycles to time things, and so far this cycle has been different. You know, this cycle has been different for Bitcoin. So the dollar has been bullish while crypto and the stock market has been bullish. That's so interesting. They're usually inversely correlated right now. And I also do have to say that this looks like a nice bottom on the dollar. I have to say that. Right? Just based on this market structure alone, this does not look like a bearish bottom on the dollar. We have formed a nice bullish divergence, triple drive, bull div, change of market structure, higher high, come back down for a higher low into the golden pocket. It looks like the dollar wants to go for another high. My ideal scenario for the dollar is some form of a double top around the time of the Bitcoin halving, like we've seen in the past. This was right before the 2016 bull market. Dollar makes a double top and then dumps. Right before the 2020 bull market, dollar makes the double top and then dumps. So, you know, winter halving coming up somewhere around here. You know, are we going to see that same kind of pattern where we go for either a higher high or a lower high before the dump? That's kind of what I'm still planning for right now. So we are either going to come up to this box in between the golden pocket and the 786 at 109 to 111. That's the next major target on the dollar. Or we put in the double top, we take these highs like we've done the past 2 Bitcoin cycles. The dollar takes the high and then dumps. We are definitely seeing bearishness on market Cipher B, on the dollar, on the 1 week. Money flow coming out, momentum coming out, right? So things are not looking very bullish like they are in these other assets here on the dollar, in my opinion, you know? Shout out to Sharp. Shout out to Morpheus 3. Shout out to Divine Hood. He says, when an asset is in price discovery like S&P, you can use pitchforks. Nice. Take historic price action to predict the future and get key levels. That's awesome. I guess that's like what CryptoFace does with the spider lines. It's my go-to shoulder exercise. I don't know. I don't really do shoulder. Like I've always had good delts, and so I just bench press and overhead press. Really, I don't do anything else. Maybe like lateral raises here and there once in a while. If the dollar doesn't dump, what happens to Bitcoin? I don't know, Lloyd. You know, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I do not know. I have no idea. I wish I had. I wish I knew. But what's so strange to me right now is seeing the dollar, the stock market, and crypto all bullish together. That's very strange. So I don't know. Don't know. My XRP prediction. I'd say XRP is going to pump, all right? XRP is definitely going to pump. Everything's going to pump, guys. XRP is going to pump. I don't know what's going to happen with the lawsuit and all that. Did it already get settled? I don't even know. I don't even care. XRP is going to pump. But here's the thing. If you're not in XRP, it's definitely not the coin to get into. It's going to have its pump. It's going to do something. All right, eventually it's going to do something, right? We've got this thing going on. It's eventually going to do something. But look, I haven't traded XRP very much. Do I trade metals, platinum? Shout out to Call Sign. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't, but you know what? I'm going to start. I really am. I'm going to start trading other assets this year. I have big plans this year, guys, for the channel and for my trading. Now that it's February, I start my year in February, by the way. I don't start it in January, I start it in February. Big things are always happening to me in February. I started this YouTube channel in February. I've had a lot of cool things happen in February. Yeah, eventually XRP is going to pump, and eventually, you know, this is going to be all the YouTubers. We're going to get some crazy candle. Everyone's going to be talking about XRP. But look, if you don't have XRP already, you know, we're looking just to get to the previous high. We're looking at a 300% gain. Maybe, you know, let's say XRP goes to $3, and a 500% gain from where we're at. There's a lot of... There's other assets out there that can do better for you. You think XRP is going to be the new world order coin that everyone uses? Cool, man. Maybe it will be, and maybe you'll be rich. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'm not stoked on XRP. When we look at this chart, I mean, it doesn't look so great, huh? It's just pretty average, you know? Play the pump song for Bitcoin. You know, I'm not really feeling it today, guys. The pump song, like, we need to be pumping for that pump song. Do I still talk to CryptoFace? Yeah, CryptoFace is the man. Shout out to Southpaw. What is going on, man? God bless you, Southpaw. XRP is the first stable $0.5. Amazing. That's true. XRP is the first stable $0.5. Hidden weekly bull div on XRP. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, this thing could break to the upside. You know, I do believe XRP is going to pump just like everything else. All right, it's quiet right now. If you're super into XRP, I mean, yeah, it's not the best, it's not the worst. It's just like an average coin. I've never been a fan of XRP. You know. Shout out to I Show You. God bless you, I Show You. Shout out to V-Sun. Thank you so much for the super chat. On Zeta. Yeah, let's check out Zeta. Let's check out Zeta. Wow. Well, on the weekly time frame, it's definitely bullish, huh? Wow. Man, this was a nice long right here. Look at this. Stop hunt. And now we're breaking out. So, like, what's difficult about this is, like, we need to wait for a new range to form. Like, we need to wait for a new bull flag or something to form to get into a trade. So, let's see here. I mean, we don't even know when the top is in yet, right? We don't know when that high is in. But, it's obviously pretty bullish here. Wow, look at that breakout. Yeah, I don't really see anything tradable right now on this because I don't just long tops, and I need some kind of range to form here. So if we do something like this, you know, we kind of come around and chop around in here and, you know, form another range, like a retest of this area. What would be really nice is if we could find some kind of area where we... you know, where we have a confluence, like a fib confluence or something, you know. But yeah, it definitely looks bullish. It's only been listed for a few weeks, so I don't really have much data to work with here. But Market Cipher B on the 4-hour is printing a green dot now. Money flow is looking bullish. 2-hour money flow looks bullish. This was a really nice trigger wave down here. 1 hour money flow starting to come out. Yeah, I would want to wait for some kind of other range to form in which we could look for an entry, right? I don't really see any good entries here right now. Chainlink. All right, Sicko Drama, man, I'm gonna ban you, bro. You're a scammer. You're a scammer. Guys, if anyone ever says, hey, there's a glitch on an exchange, they're giving you money for free or something, it's a scammer. So don't ever fall for that. Scammers are everywhere. Shout out to Jay with the super chat. Can we check out INJ? Sure, let's check out INJ. Check out INJ. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man Jay. That's a cool name you got there, Jay. All right, let's check out Inj. Inj. Wow. It's bullish, right? It's super bullish. The weekly looks bullish. VWAP come to the upside. Money flow getting thick. This daily looks bullish as well. Even though money flow is coming out, it's still, I'd say, looking very bullish because of this momentum coming higher as the money flow is getting lower. It looks like she wants to bottom out soon. Man, this was a nice liquidity grab right here. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got. All right, so I'll be honest with you. I like these types of setups where basically we wait for a breakdown, fake out, and then long. Right now, I see a pretty nice potential setup like that. The only thing I don't like about this setup is the fact that we don't have much support here. A little bit of a volume spike, but yeah, this would be a long that I would be interested in for Inge. A fake out to the downside, bounce from the golden pocket, shoot for a new high. That's a nice looking setup right there, given everything that we're seeing here on the daily. I mean, that would honestly be a perfect setup. The daily would be giving us bull div. It would allow this daily red dot to kind of play out a little bit. We get something like this as we to basically grab out stop losses from here, stop losses from here, stop losses from here, cascading effect, boom, into the golden pocket. I wish we had some more confluences there. So let's see if there is anything else there. Let's see if there is anything else there. Wow, there's not. Let's pull this from the bottom. Yeah, okay, so like we have an anchored VWAP from the last major low here. Yeah, like from this last low, last major low. I'm grasping for straws here, guys. I mean, let's pull another fib from that same low to the high. Man. I mean, really, a much nicer looking level is going to be that lower golden pocket, but for a quick fake out, I would be aware of a quick fake out, right? I'd be aware of a quick fake out, because if we get a quick fake out like this, it gives us a nice invalidation. So if we lose, if we break down the triangle, and then we reclaim this previous low at 27,812, that gives us our entry and our stop loss. Pretty odd, pretty simple. If we don't get the reclaim, I wouldn't long that. I would only want to long this on a reclaim, right? I wouldn't want to just long at the drop. I want to long a drop and then a reclaim of the yellow line. The yellow line is this wick right here. We want to see a quick acceptance back inside of that range. If we don't see that, I would be interested in longing from lower, because when we take a look at some of these lower prices here, we do have the golden pocket coming in at the back test of this support resistance flip at around 20 bucks. So 20 bucks would be the second place I would look for a long on there. 20 bucks is nice. It's a golden pocket, support resistance flip. It's maintaining bullish market structure. It looks pretty nice. All right. All right, what's Bitcoin doing? Shout out to Divine Hood. Divine Hood, you know, I don't know why I haven't made you a mod in YouTube, man. I don't know why I haven't done that. Alrighty. Alright, guys. It's been a good stream. I'm gonna head out, y'all. It's really good to be back, I have to be honest with you. It's really good to be back. I love being away. I love being back. May God bless you all in Jesus' name, even if you are not religious. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you and have grace upon you. May He turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. And I'll see everybody in the next stream. Peace!